Imagine taking your Social Security money early at 62, thinking it's a smart move, only to find out it brought problems no one told you about. That was me. But I learned some hard lessons. Stay with me to hear what I wish I'd known. My name is Clara, and I'm 67 years old now. I grew up in a small town in Texas, working as a nurse for over 30 years, helping people with smiles and kind words. My husband, Tom, passed away 10 years ago, and I raised our daughter, Maria, on my own. We lived in a little house with a porch where I'd sit with a cup of tea. When I turned 62, my knees started hurting, and I couldn't work as much. I heard about Social Security, the money you get when you retire, and thought taking it early would help me rest. I signed up at 62, happy to get about $800 a month. But soon, I noticed it wasn't enough. Bills piled up, and I felt a pit in my stomach. I didn't know then that starting early could mean less money later, and no one warned me about that. My daughter tried to help, but she had her own family to care for. I started to regret my choice, like I'd picked the wrong path in a garden. Social Security is like a river that flows to support you in retirement. It can be a big help if you time it right. For me, taking it at 62 was like dipping a small cup into that river, and I learned it shrinks what you get later on. I felt confused, wondering if I'd made a mistake. If you're watching, maybe you're thinking about taking it early too. Or maybe you want to know what to watch out for. I'm going to share my story, and I hope it helps you make a better choice. After I started getting $800 a month, things got tough. My house needed repairs, the roof leaked, and I couldn't fix it. I sat on my porch, watching rain drip inside, feeling sad and alone. My daughter visited, bringing groceries, but I hated asking for help. I thought Social Security would be my safety net, but it felt more like a thin blanket on a cold night. I learned that taking it at 62 cuts your payments because you live longer and the money doesn't grow as much. A friend, a retired teacher named Joe, said I should have waited until 67 for more money, but it was too late. I tried to stretch my $800, skipping doctor visits for my knees and eating cheaper food. My hands shook when I paid bills, worried I'd run out. I felt regret, like I'd let myself down after all those years of nursing. One winter, the heat broke, and I couldn't afford to fix it. I bundled up in blankets, remembering how Tom used to keep the house warm. I went to the Social Security office, a quiet place with helpful people. A woman named Sarah explained that my early choice locked me into a lower amount, like choosing a smaller pie slice that doesn't grow back. She said I could check my earnings record to see if I missed anything, but it wouldn't change my $800. I left feeling stuck, like a bird in a cage. I asked Maria to help me look at my papers, but she was busy with her kids. One day, I tripped on the porch steps, hurting my leg, and couldn't work, even part-time. The medical bills came, and I feared losing my house. Have you ever wished you'd made a different choice about money? Tell me in the comments how you handled it. It might help someone else. Then, a letter arrived from the Social Security office. My heart pounded as I opened it with shaky hands. Would it bring bad news, or could there be a way to ease my worries? I held my breath, waiting to find out. The letter wasn't a miracle, but it was hope. It said I could get a small increase because of cost-of-living changes, raising my payment to $850 a month. I cried on my porch, feeling a bit lighter. I called Sarah, and she helped me set up an online account to track my benefits. She also told me about a program for extra help with medical costs, which took some pressure off. It was like finding a little sunshine on a cloudy day. Sarah gave me a good tip. Check your Social Security account online once a year to see if your payments are correct. Like checking the oil in your car. I did that and saw the new amount coming, steady and sure. With the extra $50, I fixed the heat and bought medicine for my leg. It wasn't a big change, but it felt like a step forward. I'm doing better now. My porch is my happy place again. With new flowers I planted myself. Maria and her kids visit, and we sit together, laughing about old times. My Social Security at $850 a month covers my needs, and I started saving $15 a month for a rainy day. It's not what I dreamed of, but it's enough to keep me going. I still think about taking it at 62, but I've learned to let go of regret. The lessons I learned help me feel wiser, like a tree that grows stronger after a storm. At 67, I feel reflective, grateful for what I have. My home is warm, and my heart is healing. Here's another tip. If you're thinking about Social Security, talk to someone at the office before you start it, like asking a friend for advice on a big decision. Have you ever learned from a money mistake? Share your story in the comment side. Love to hear how you moved forward. Taking Social Security at 62 taught me hard lessons, but it also showed me how to keep going. It's like a guide that helps you find your way. If my story made you think or gave you a tip, please like this video and subscribe for more stories like mine. Click the bell so you don't miss the next one. I'm Clara, and I'm proof you can find strength even after a tough choice. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.